Okay. Ready?
Yes, indeed.
3, 3, 2.
And now,
A 1.
He's coming today, too. What an honor.
Oh, my God.
Anything you want to talk about?
Wentz was really blown up, wasn't he? He was blown up pretty
Oh, my God. I'm so mad about it. All right, here we go. 3, 2. It is now time to dive deep into the delves. The delves. I'm not sure what a delve is, but I'm sure he has one in his brain because there's so much space up there. Wide open spaces. Have you ever been to Wyoming and seen the prairie? That's kind of the vast space that is in the head of one Michael J. Morris. And you are about to enter the gapping, vast, and ever expanding. Instead of filling up with knowledge, it is draining out quickly. Here he is, before he breaks my neck, Michael J. Morris, and Starstruck.
Yes. Like the winds through Troy, I am all that I have met. Something like that. Anyway, thanks, Jim Rich, by the way, for being here. I mean, I forget to tell everyone how lucky I am to have Jim Rich involved in the Starstruck podcast. So I just want you to know that. He is the dean. He is like the super dean, and that's why the superstar has him. We have a lot of stuff that we always talk about with the Minnesota Vikings, and we hem-haw. I'm not really sure. It's like delve. You don't really know what it means, but hem-haw means exactly. I mean, that is exactly what hem-haw is. And I would just say, there are so many things that are close to being right and so simple with one piece of the puzzle that we argued or hem-hawed about all summer long was a lot of football team in place and not knowing who's going to quarterback it. That's why we hem-haw. So what we're going to do is we're going to delve into this. Delve. Got a delve button? Okay. No, please. Just take it easy. Applaud later. I would say this. We all thought that Carson Wentz was
He's a
putting on a
stopgap.
show. He was
He's
a
a
stopgap.
stopgap.
Well, he sure as hell was, and he was gapped all right, not like my brain, like the winds of Troy or
His
whatever.
teeth now have a gap between them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's going on. I mean, he was hurting. He put on some kind of show, almost a performance for me. To see people rolling on the ground and writhing.
Okay, have you?
But now I found out that he's it might have been because he was really effed up. Just saying, not saying, just saying. So apparently he broke everything in there. A labrum, a cracked socket. I think it was dislocated.
Shoulder. Yes.
So
yeah,
there is that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not his throwing arm, but can you imagine? I saw him land right on it with somebody's weight over the top of him onto that bad shoulder, and I thought, thinking about this now, that must have really hurt. So I'm sorry. If there's any consolation to it, Carson, if you're listening, I'm sorry. So we owe him he was a stopgap, all right. What do you do now? What have you heard? You've got the ear to the track. You know more than I do, certainly at this point, at least almost halfway through the football week. What's going to happen? Who do they have lined up? Or are we all smoking the pipe again if we think that McCarthy's going to go?
Yeah, that's J.J. McCarthy.
Okay.
Is slated to be your starter.
Okay.
Against the Detroit Lions this Sunday on Fox.
All right. And the ankle's good.
Yeah. Well, we don't know
right
that. I mean, we got to get through practice,
Okay.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
Okay? You got a guy who has one arm hanging off his body. All right?
Yeah. Apparently.
Okay? But in the coach's mind, He's good to go. You go, buddy. You go. But JJ, we have to make sure that everything is 100% correct. We have to get his shoes fitted properly for that ankle because it just kind of gives him a little twinge. Meanwhile, Carson is one-armed out there, rolling around in agony. And here's the best. Okay, a buddy of mine pointed this out to me.
You have a buddy.
Well, all right. I stretched it. I'm sorry. There was a play in that game where Carson Wentz threw the ball to Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson ran out of bounds.
And almost into JJ.
Yes.
I saw that.
And JJ looked like Skeets Nehemiah leaping over him, 12 feet in the air, dancing around and doing the first down sign. The ankle looked good to me.
He did. He gave the ultimate warrior first down sign and everything else. And I thought, he's moving pretty good. The kid standing there.
You saw that too.
Oh, I saw the whole thing. And I said, who was that he about took out right at the knees on his way through the bench there? It was JJ. And then it was the big, for the cameras, for everybody, first down, right? And I'm sitting there going, here's the kid with the ball cap on. Of course, the cute little earpiece that he's listening upstairs, of course, because he's so cut in. And he's lost all the eye makeup, apparently. He called John Randall, and Randall said, you're not qualified to wear that much eye makeup, the blackout. So he lost a lot of that. So if he was ever going to go in the game, I don't know what he would have done. I don't know what he would have done. And I thought, I'll be darned, that was him. He jumped over or missed Skeets Nehemiah. He just jumped out of the way and back down on all, just like a cat. Just like a cat. And I thought then, why is he not playing? And then, of course, we have to go all the way back to the day of the draft when we know that his feet aren't very good anyway. We're going to draft him number 1. Doesn't have great feet. Do you have to have good feet in the NFL at quarterback? Yeah, you do. Should we draft him? Yeah, we're going to. So he's got bad feet. We hope that works out. Really hasn't panned out that well in his 2 football games, his 6 quarters of football. But then he has a high ankle sprain, and we're all to believe that his feet are okay. They've got him all coached up on his footwork. But now, will the high ankle sprain match the new footwork? Who knows? Anyway, I'm really just kidding about all this because he's on the team. I don't care what his feet are like. Get whatever he's made of and put him back there behind the center and make him play quarterback. And now that you know what you do know about Carson Wentz and the injury that he did have earlier, like 2 or 3 games earlier, and now knowing, yes, the tiptoeing around on the sidelines and the shoe sizing and let's make sure he's right. I mean, to think that the veteran quarterback was probably willing, only guessing, that he probably had a shot on that bad shoulder. Might have had, it looked like a harness and a bit of a sleeve type thing that he was wearing.
Yeah. Okay. So to give you the dirt on that, O'Connell has now admitted that the injury happened in London.
That's good.
London, that was not a week ago.
By a week after that.
By a week.
3 weeks ago, anyway.
Yeah. Eagles game.
Yeah.
Then the Chargers game.
So 4 weeks
So
ago.
he did that, and that hit just before halftime. Remember? Because he left, and
then our kid had
to come in and take a snap.
I remember.
And thank God he didn't screw it all up.
So he's been playing like that. Now, it's not that I haven't seen this before. Todd Stussy played every single down after about the 4th game of the season with a shoulder harness on because his shoulder was completely out. And he played the entire season with it all the way out the gates, through the playoffs, everything, and then had the surgery afterwards. And here's a guy that's playing left tackle. I mean, come on. And I think he had a Pro Bowl year that year with a sling on, with a harness on. I've seen Jared Allen do it. I have seen Jared Allen put on something to keep his shoulder from falling out because it would just dislocate. It was that loose. Both guys, Stussy and Jared Allen. So it's not like it hasn't been done before. It has.
Right.
Right. But the pain and the theater that we saw with Carson was a bit much. And I'm thinking, you never know whether they're really hurt or not. Well, it turns out he really was hurt. He really was hurt, okay? But so now we have to put up with whatever this kid is now, whatever's left of him, if the ankle's good or not, he has to get back there.
All right, I got some Carson Wentz. He spoke to reporters.
A little soundbite.
Spoke to reporters this week, and he said, basically, we knew it was a matter of time after the Browns game. We're going to see how long we could roll with it. I had a feeling in the third or fourth quarter, this is probably going to be it. That's how uncomfortable it was. He hasn't had surgery yet. He's waiting until his wife has his fourth child. And he, of course, defended the Vikings' approach and said the communication was good and knew what he was signing up for. As a competitor, he wasn't going to remove himself.
I can respect that. I mean, I really can. And I think, honestly, because it wasn't his throwing arm, is that if it were me, and I know I would have done it. I would have done the same thing. But don't leave it to somebody else, like quarterback. Like Brett Favre, I'm sure had to do that many times. I'm sure he did. I know he did. That's what you try to do if you're a real player, if you're a really competitive player. And if you're one of the old school guys, there are times during the season you have to be really super tough to get through one of the ball games, buy yourself another few days in the training room, and get it right for the next time around and hope that it comes out better. So I respect him for that. And it was also the right thing to do. And whether it was the team or not, or him being convinced by the team to do it, I don't think so. Knowing him, I think that it was probably a collaboration of the team and Carson to decide, let's tie this thing up as good as we possibly can and go out there and see if we can make it work. It's not my throwing arm. Let's see if we can do it. That being said, he didn't have a chance anyway. Whether it would have worked or not, we had 2 tackles out of the game. And I'm telling you, it was a barnstorm. Yeah, he doesn't have time back there. JJ's not going to have any time back there either if Darisaw can't play and if O'Neal can't come back. Your starting 2 tackles are not in the game right now. Okay, so it's been a crapshoot. It's been a turkey shoot for real. So I think he could have played longer if Darisaw was in the game. I think, and O'Neal, if he's dropping back and he's dealing with a bad shoulder on the opposite arm, I think that he plays a few games and probably plays okay. But he was on his back the whole time. They're letting him come through like a sieve. I mean, we don't have our center in the game. We have Fries, who is a pretty solid football player. I think Donovan Jackson is pretty good, but he doesn't have help inside or out because they're not the starting players. I think Jackson's a pretty good player. He looks good to me. But anyone standing back there right now is in trouble. And mark my word. Mark my word on that. Because we've had better offensive line. In fact, Bradbury right now would be a better option at center than what we got right now. I think Brando could line up at left guard. It would be Bradbury, just like it was last year with those 2 guys. And so it's a mess. It's a mess. You know, they thought they would go out and handle all the issues on the front, on the offensive line, and get a couple guys in here, Fries, Ryan, Kelly, and take care of all the gaps. And you end up with this now. Everyone's got concussions and a shoulder this and a knee that. Crap. It's all down to the training too. I still say, I'll always maintain that it's part of how they train these guys. That's just my way of looking at it. I'm probably wrong, but anytime I trained myself or anyone else that came in with me to train, we never missed games. Training it the other way, but with loose weight, free iron. Just saying, okay? But anyway, now you have a mess. You have a mess. The offense can't stay out on the football field. They have to punt the football. The defense is out there all day. It's a quagmire of garbage that's going to go around the entire football team because the offense can't stay out there. When your offense can stay out and you have sustained drives, your defense is resting. And when our defense is resting, we're pretty damn tough. We're pretty tough. But if you're out there all day, then, we're always going to look, any team is going to look pretty tough on defense for the first drive or 2 because they're all scripted plays. that they think they can run into that defense. Well, I expect that to happen on every drive of opening drives against our defense. After that, I see it being cut off for good the rest of the game, but we don't have the offense to keep them on their feet. They're playing the whole game. So it's a bad thing. I think it's a bad combination right now. All starts with the offensive line. I've always griped about it. If you don't play for keeps up front on the offensive line and find 5 guys, solid guys across the table, you're not going to be one of the better teams in the NFL. That's the way I don't know if I'm talking gibberish or not, but I think that's what hurts us the most again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I mean,
seems to work.
Aaron,
if you have a line, it seems to work. Well, here's the other thing, though. How do we come out? We get Aaron Jones back. We have a one-armed quarterback. How about we try to run the ball? We have Mason. We have Jones. We got our guys now. Even though the offensive line nicked up, but
just going to say who's blocking for him? I mean, who's going to block
right,
for him?
But isn't it easier to run block than it is to pass block?
It is.
We ran the ball 5 times in the whole first half. 5.
Yeah.
5.
Well, because I think our most dynamic players are the ones who are catching the ball down the field. I get it. You're trying to get the hands into the ball into the hands of the people who make the biggest difference in a game. We certainly have that kind of receiving core, tight end included. But we have 2 pretty good running backs now where you would think that, you could spell the 2 running backs, spell the quarterback with the bad arm if you think you can run it with backup players.
Halfback option.
Yeah,
have one of them throwing for him. He's got no arms.
Statue of Liberty.
That's what he was back then.
That's what he was, holding it to
He couldn't go anywhere.
Nowhere.
Because, try to run with a bad shoulder. It still hurts when you're jumping up and down. And
you're jumping up and down.
You're not going to be mobile.
No, you're not. And I think he's a pretty good athlete, to be honest. I think
yes,
Carson
I
Wentz
love the guy. I think he is fantastic. He is a tough SOB. I saw him, I've seen him in the locker room and this much bigger.
Yep. He's
barrel-chested farm guy. Just farm strong.
Just big, rangy, raw bone.
Like you need that round bale over there, no problem. I'll kick 2 of them for you.
Here, we're baling hay today. I'm taking the 1,000-pound bales. You guys pick up the little 80-pound bales.
Right.
I'll get these to the barn. We're in trouble right now. We are, if JJ's coming back, I like our chances to do something. But you got to have someone in front blocking, and we're in trouble. So what's the thing on Darrisaw? Do you hear anything on him?
He's supposedly coming along. They had this 10-day window now, right? So we've had more time to.
Oh, he'll be fine then.
To relax. And O'Neal has got his knee issues, so you have to wait on that and see how that turns out.
So he's day to day or what?
We're all day to day,
aren't we? Though. I mean. Life goes on, guys. Put a freaking set of shoulder pads on and go out there and play. Darrisaw's had 1.5 years to get over an ACL, MCL. There are players that come back far sooner than that with serious knees, probably in worse situations than him. And he plays 9 plays last week and ends up on the ground and his knee is sore again. That is only a sign of one thing, someone not willing to do the work when you have to come back from one of those kinds of injuries, especially when you're a big guy and you're carrying a lot of weight over the top of a bad knee or something that's been operated on. You have to do the work, and he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that would want to check into PT and really, really sweat it out to get that done. When he is a healthy football player, he's all world. In my book, he's all world. Probably first, second best tackle in the league. And that's saying a lot. But there are players who can't put that kind of game out there, not even remotely that same game out there if they're hurt. And I didn't say injured, I said hurt. If you're hurt, you should be able to put out a good enough effort that you're better than any guy behind you as a reserve. If you're injured, you should be out. You should be taken out. That's a whole different thing. When this guy played last Monday night, He was fantastic for 9 plays that I saw, and then he was out of the game. He was gone. I thought, where'd he go? Because it was so cool to see him do pass sets and come off the ball. He's so quick, it's not even funny. When he hits someone, they move. He stiffs them. He hangs them out to dry on a clothesline when they're coming on pass pro. There isn't anyone he can't block, and he can't stay on the field. It's a shame because he's as good as anyone we've had at left tackle that I know of, including Gary Zimmerman. That's how good he is. He is a Swiss-made watch like Gary. Everyone gets stopped as soon as he puts his hands on him. And you watch his feet, and he reminds me of Trent Williams, and I've never seen probably a better tackle ever than Trent Williams. And he's like that. He's a lot like that. And he can't play. It just makes me sick, because he's a talent, but he must not have a pain threshold, They don't make him like that every time. You don't have Randall McDaniel out there every time. You don't have a Gary Zimmerman that will put on a cast and play with 2 fingers that have been broken and have pins in them, and he tapes up over the top of those and plays against Bruce Smith. That's what they were like. Tough, Tim Irwin, tougher than nails. But you got these guys. So I don't know how we're going to put a quarterback behind the guys that we are going to put out there. And God bless them. I mean, they're trying their ass off, right? I mean, they're trying to play as hard as they can. They're doing what they can. But the reason they're backups is that they're just not as good as the Darisaws or the O'Neills. So we got a mess. Expect JJ to be running around on whatever this bad wheel was, trying to make plays on the run. And will he do that? I don't know, because we haven't seen him play. He doesn't play. Here I go again. We're in trouble. We've only got 8 games in, and we're in trouble. I like that Aaron Jones is back. If they don't do like what you said and maybe turn it into more of a running game, but you have to have something up front that moves somebody. They need a chance to run the ball. And then if you do that, you leave the other guys, the playmakers, stagnant, trying to get a running game going. So there you go. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening.
No, it's not over. It's not over. The season is over, Mike.
I'm just kidding.
No. Stay with us. Come on.
I know.
We bleed purple. Come on, look at the crowd is with you. Everybody is behind you.
Are they still there?
Look at they're still encouraging you.
I don't hear like a chant or anything.
Let's see what this button does.
Certainly.
Oh, that was Carson. Sorry. I didn't mean to hit you on the shoulder there.
That's a sound clip, right? That's a sound bite. And then there is.
Oh.
Yeah, take my call. Hold my calls for me.
I think that's a call for you.
Hello?
Do you have an offensive lineman available?
Hit the other one, the screaming button.
Oh.
Yeah, we have one. That's Darisaw.
Yes.
There's O'Neill.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another one here. Oh. Well,
That's it?
That wasn't much of anything. Oh, why would that even be on there? All right, last one.
I'll keep that on. We'll do a little podcast to a little music right now. Keep it low. Everyone relax. It's going to be okay. 8 more games. Okay. 9. Fine. Just kind of keep playing that beat right there. We'll drop a couple good, really cool games. Hello? No, we don't have new linemen. I'm proving it to you. That's Ryan Kelly. Stay with the beat. Take that call. Hold it. All the lines are just being held right now. Sorry.
Please call 1-800-SUPERSTAR.
Yeah.
Right now, he'll take your questions.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one coming in now.
I think
you know what? You know what people are calling about?
Hello?
They want to know how to get their home in shape for winter. And, still it's nice out, so you can still grill. Oh, there's another one.
Okay, so
Line 3. Somewhere they want to go.
That's a guy from Zumbrota. There's a guy from Egan right there. You got a place in each one of those towns. You got to play another place just like that. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
Folks.
And Pleachy owns all of them. I mean, there's a guy that can't even hammer nails without hitting his thumb. What we got here is 4 stores owned by the Pleachies for over 30 years at least. And if you're looking for paint, they got the Benjamin Moore, right? The Clark Kensington, which is owned by both companies, I found out. You got yourself Weber grills. You got the slate, the Weber black slate grills now. So sort of a match or something similar to the Blackstone, but just as good or better. They've got the Yetis. They've got the big green eggs. You name it, they've got it. They've got the same discounts on all the power tools over there. $30 discounts on 20-volt select DeWalt's. $20 discount on 20-volt select Craftsman. Okay? So get over there. Because Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. Some of those folks are in bad shape over there. But get on over there. Do it today. I'm telling you right now. Don't be an idiot. They'll find it for you. Don't be walking around through the shelves of nuts and bolts thinking you're going to find them and match them up. Just ask for help. They'll take good care of you. Tell them the Superstar Mike Morris sent you. Okay? Do that. Okay, then. And if you should need a trip out there, if your car is broken down, you probably don't own a Dodge Ram. You probably have some beater other than something you could get at Dodge of Burnsville. So here's what you would do. Find a ride down to Dodge of Burnsville and ask Adam Saba or Mark Saba or the little guy that I did TV commercials with last Thursday, Shay Saba. He's going to be the guy in charge in about 20 years. So you want to talk to him anyway. He's 7 years old. Okay, but say hi to Shay. He's going to be the new guy in charge. Ask him about all the Dodge trucks and cars out there. He'll walk out there and he may not kick the tires with you, but he might throw rocks or something. Who knows? And they are the king of Ram, by far the king of Ram, still, after all these years. So get on over there. Their parts department, the service department, fantastic. They'll get you in, get you out of there in great shape. Give you a loaner while you're waiting on your own car. And trust me, it's the way to go. So they're on 35W and Cliff Road in Burnsville. Stop on by. Superstar Mike Morris sent you down there. Sorry about that.
And football needs to grow. You know what? We need our own homegrown linemen here in Minnesota.
We could use some.
And there's some farm boys in west central Minnesota by Alec that are learning this game. But they could use some refinement. Where would they perhaps want to go?
Where would you possibly grow some good corn-fed, beefed-up high school football players? Well, Kevin Tafe, who is by far a pretty big-time farmer up there in that region, so he knows how to grow stuff. And he's trying to grow these camps up so that people can have more of an opportunity to get into a good camp, a good clinic with a bunch of the Viking players who will come up there and coach them up. And I did it this past summer, and we're going to do it once or twice this coming summer. Kevin Tafe is that guy. He's putting all that together. He's trying to put all the other things together, bringing in all the players, finding a place to have memorabilia signed, memorabilia available to buy so that you can have something signed. And he puts together a pretty nice show. The clinics have been fantastic. Did one last year with Stu Voigt, Scott Studwell, Vincie Glenn, had a bunch of people out there, just to name a few. Jim McMahon was out there, Tommy Kramer, lots of people out there. So Kevin Tafe, thank you. And thank you also for being part of the show as a sponsor, okay? So we're going to get you some business up there, and we'll send some more kids that way and try and build things up north where the fans don't have a chance to get down here and sign up for that kind of stuff. Tell them the Superstar Mike Morris said that. I just said that. I don't know. I think it's going to be probably a time for a wrap. We'll see how J.J. McCarthy does behind. You ever play the game Operation? I mean, you take the tweezers and you try and fix, like pull different parts and like the wrenches and stuff out of the little guy with the nose that beeps. Or the other one.
Oh, that's the doctor calling.
That's the doctor. That's the surgeon.
Oh, this one?
How about the next one? One more time. The orange one.
That's the people.
And
then we got the
there's a cool music.
The
Rhythm of the city. Anyway, we've got all our ducks in a row down here on this Vikings trip. We're about out of time. So for Jim Rich, and for myself, the superstar Mike Morris, join us again. Same time, same place.